Wow.
Wow. What?
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to season 5 of Peaked in Middle School.
Wow.
Is that right?
I don't
5?
know. I don't fucking know.
50, 100, 150, 200. Yeah, season 5.
Season 5. Yay.
Welcome, everybody.
We are fifth-year seniors now.
You know, Breaking Bad had 5 seasons, right?
I don't know.
Or 6?
I don't know.
Well, you know, my point is,
Prison Break had 4, and it should have had 2.
the shows that have a 5th season are usually good shows, which means that our show has a 5th season now, which means it's a good show.
Yeah, we've been extended for our 5th season, so shout out to our creators, us, for extending it another
Thank you for
season.
providing us the budget to make this show of
Right.
$0.
Right, correct.
It's a really awesome, company to work with.
Yeah, well, technically, we do make money. It's just we don't profit at all.
We make a little tiny bit of money, and then we just spend way more than we make on ads.
All of it. It just hits the what's the fucking word? Hang on. It softens the blow.
There you go. What were you trying to say? It dampens the blow?
I was gonna say like dampens something. I was
Yeah,
gonna say
that
like
was a
it
good
damages something, but that damages the blow.
Yeah.
You don't want damaged blow.
You don't want damage when there's any blowing going on.
No.
But yeah, guys, thank you all so much for the love recently. It's been a super fun year. We're almost at the end of the year now, so we will have some exciting announcements come January 1st.
Yeah, we're potentially gonna change how a lot of things work.
Yes.
There's a lot of conversations to be had still, but just be on the look because things might be changing.
Yeah, for the better. Nothing.
Oh yeah, no.
Nothing's gonna be like
John's leaving. I'm doing it by myself.
Yeah.
John's starting his own podcast.
Yeah. No, but I don't know. Anytime there's change, I think a lot of people get a little worried that the thing they've grown to enjoy is going to no longer be that thing. And I just want you guys to know that the heart of what PIMS is will always be the same.
Yeah.
And nothing drastic is going to change, but we are excited for the future. And huge thanks to you guys for telling your friends and just checking us out, because the Spotify Wrapped thing has been going around on social media, which if you don't use Spotify or you're not on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, basically come December every year, Spotify says, hey, we basically stalked you and tracked all your data for the last year.
Yeah, you can't do private browser on Spotify. Everything you've listened to, it's on here.
Yeah.
So if you're embarrassed about a song you listened to, it showed up.
Or if you listen to ASMR of sucking my cat's toes,
It popped up.
it might have
Cats
popped
don't have
up.
toes either.
There's
so
a reason I didn't share my Spotify Wrapped on my story.
Why would you suck a cat toe?
I didn't do the sucking.
I bet someone has. Someone's probably like,
Oh, they have. That's why it's on my
you think there's
Spotify
someone
Wrapped.
okay, well that's all right. You think there's someone that has bitten all their fingernails off so much that they've moved on to a cat to like bite their claws?
They
bought their claws with their teeth.
They bit the cat's claws, you're saying?
Maybe. Something that's crossed my mind.
What's the thing where like they remove cat's claws?
Declawing. That is inhumane. Never do that.
But then doesn't that make it, then they're able to then like open things, right? No, I'm not saying it's good, but
Well, they have like arthritis now.
Yeah, I know it fucks them up, but
Yeah.
isn't that a thing where if you declaw a cat, they can open jars and shit?
I mean,
Or tuna cans or something crazy?
I have never declawed a cat and I
Okay.
never will, so I can't really say. But one of my cats has the most hair on her feet you'll ever see, so she can't grip shit, so that wouldn't work for her. She like slides off of everything she jumps on.
Yeah.
kinda
Kyle's
sad.
cats are just kind of the worst, but also the best.
Yeah, they're just
You hate them, but you love them.
yeah. Oh yeah, she ruined one of my favorite sweatshirts the other day. I got blood all over it because she attacked me.
Well, you have a new beautiful sweatshirt.
Thanks. Yeah, I ordered it on
Instagram.
Instagram got me.
See, we were ranting about the Instagram marketplace
get
and
me
how no
all
one
the
uses
time.
that,
Oh.
but you just got bamboozled.
No, what I did was I always do this. I never click on the link. I always see what it is and I say I want that. Then I search it on Google. So they didn't really get me, you know.
Oh.
They got me, but they didn't like get me.
One thing I've noticed about Kyle is
Buy a lot of things online.
No, not really.
Sexy,
But
hot.
you do almost everything on your phone. Like I've noticed if you can do it on your phone, you'll
will.
never do it on your laptop.
Yeah, it's just annoying to have to pull up my laptop every time to do something. Although I did shop on Black Friday.
I hate buying. I don't know why, but I hate purchasing things through a phone. Like I just don't like the
Why?
checkout process. It seems
You don't
more like
trust it?
clunky. I'm just more efficient on a computer. You know that?
I mean, like you would go upstairs to your computer to like order something online.
Yeah. Like
Yeah, so I'd rather
I've
sit on the
never
couch.
bought a thing from Amazon on my phone ever.
Oh, I have bought everything from Amazon on my phone. That's so easy on your phone. What are you talking about?
Okay, Amazon I guess is easy, but if you're going to go to a different site,
Oh, I'm doing that shit.
that's
on my
a
phone.
much more complicated process.
Not really.
'Cause
You
I
just
could-
click the buttons. It's the same
They're always
buttons.
formatted weird, and then you
just
got to
zoom out a little bit.
Yeah, but it's ugly and it's just
I don't fucking care.
it's an aesthetic thing, Kyle. Look at these eyes.
Yeah.
You see them?
Yeah.
They're pretty, aren't they?
No.
Guys, Left Side John is back.
Yeah. And
Well,
Wright's Kyle. He was already back.
We was back
Yeah.
last episode.
We was back.
We was back.
Is this coming
though.
out on what day?
This is near the end of December. I don't know yet.
It is December 21st.
Is it?
I think so.
Cool. Guys, National Not 3 Day is coming up.
Oh shit! Our next episode's Christmas Eve. We're gonna have to do a Christmas special.
yeah.
Isn't that kind of crazy how much like time flies, because it feels not that long ago that we did our Christmas episode last year, where we were wearing Steve's ugly sweaters
And the Santa hats.
yeah. And since then, I have bought a sweater that I will wear on that episode.
You bought a sweater vest?
No.
What
fuck
sweater
that.
did you buy?
I've had it for a while. I have a picture of it. It's a sloth sweater.
Oh, you didn't wear it last year though?
No, it hadn't showed up yet. I ordered it for this episode and it didn't show up. But I
Wow,
wore it.
so you've been storing it just
Well,
for
I wore
this
it in
moment.
Europe and I posted on Instagram. But,
Oh, yeah.
so
By the way, guys, what the fuck? Kyle's about to surpass me in followers.
I mean,
What, guys? Oh my God, I've said it before, okay?
What are we at?
I understand Kyle is a more attractive man.
Don't say that.
And I can appreciate that, but why the fuck do you guys all follow him and not follow me?
Don't say that. Let's see.
When we started the show, I had 1,000 followers and Kyle had 350.
No, I'd like 250.
250.
Oh, no, you got me by 100 and something.
But now I'm only beating Kyle by 100, and pretty soon Kyle's gonna pass me, and he's not
I
gonna
just
say
got a follower,
anything.
by the way.
It's gonna be one of those things where Kyle's not gonna say anything,
No, I wouldn't
but
say
in the
anything.
back of his mind, I'll see him the day he passes me. If I see him that day, there's just gonna be a certain look
Oh, yeah.
that goes unspoken, and he's gonna say, "Damn, bro, I got more followers than you," and
Yeah.
he'll say it through his eyes.
I'll hold that over you. I'll look at you and be like, you know.
It's gonna piss me off too.
Why is that going to piss you off?
Because what are all the people doing that are only following you? Just
I
even it
think
out.
some of the people that are following me, I don't think are fans of the show.
They just like
It's
you.
Just, I don't know.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. I don't feel like I'm that, special.
Oh, you're dreamy.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not that special.
No, you're
No,
not.
I'm really
special.
fucking sexy, but, nothing special.
Yeah.
I'm really fucking hot.
Okay, we get it, dude.
Just kidding.
But yeah,
Fluctuating
guys.
Self-confidence.
So speaking of Spotify Wrapped, we got an email from Spotify saying you can check out your podcast related one, where basically for the artist they can check, 20,000 people played you more than any other artist, and like you were played in this many countries, and you grew this much over the last year. And I checked that out for PIMS,
Super sick.
and like every category went up by 999%.
I wonder if it probably went up even more than that, but they just don't
Yeah,
have
they just
the
cap out
calculations. Yeah.
At 1,000%.
'Cause, I mean, what did we have on Spotify last year? Like followers, like
I don't know, probably like not a lot, and now we have over like 5,500, I think.
yeah, super
so
lit.
It's been a crazy year, and it said Canada was our most improved, or we grew the most in Canada relative to other countries.
So shout out to you Canadians, maple syrup and pancakes and hockey.
Vegemite's Australia. That
Wait,
was,
are
that was
pancakes?
bad. Those aren't Canadian.
Just maple syrup.
maple syrup A and
Tim
maple
Hortons
leaf.
and hockey.
And ice.
CFL. Some ponds you could probably skate on. Everyone's pretty much nice.
Cheaper conversion rate.
Yeah, free healthcare. Less coronavirus.
Not hated by the entire world.
Yep, that's a good one.
I think Canada's got to be one of the most liked.
They're
groups.
just kind of there. Like that seems mean, but they're like they exist, but they exist well.
Yeah,
Then in Australia, I feel like
they're
exist.
thriving.
Oh yeah, there's no issues. I'm sure
there's
there's
issues.
a lot of issues, but
Relatively to the general public's mind.
yeah, not as bad.
Yeah.
So shout out Canada.
Shout out to all you Canadians.
Yeah.
We're here. We're excited for 2021. And I just got back from Thanksgiving. I was in California. I just got back, and this was the first time that we've gone it was a week without recording.
Yeah.
And it felt like ages.
John's life is so bad without me in it. When he can't see me twice a week, it is the worst.
No, it was nice, but it was just like, it blew my mind that it felt so long and it was only a week. And that shows me, damn, you guys do this a lot. If 7 days away feels like a long time.
Yeah. And it's kind of crazy how much, how like refreshed you get from just a week off like that. Like we were doing a lot of episodes back to back to back to back to back. And it was just like, I don't want to say burnout, but it was just, we were kind of running out of creative ideas a little bit.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think you can get burnt out even on something you love doing.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think I at least felt like close to that point.
Yeah, I was a little uninspired, I would say.
Yeah. I mean, we were doing 4 episodes a week.
Yeah.
Which is like
2 days.
An hour and a half each. So that's, what is that? 6 hours.
Plus editing.
Yeah, it was just a lot. But point being, we got a week off, a week away from each other.
Oh, it's great. Oh, my God. Oh, so good.
Yeah.
I didn't do shit.
I could tell just from some of the snaps. I was like,
yeah.
He's watching football.
Oh,
shocker.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was great. I had Thanksgiving. I watched football.
All right. I do want to talk to you about your Thanksgiving.
What?
But before I do, I have a very urgent feeling that I wrote in my notes, and I need to express and see if someone can relate, because this is a big deal.
This is a safe space, John. We do not judge.
I was on a bike in California, and I saw a pizza.
Time out. I've never seen John ride a bike.
What? Yes, you have. What are you talking about?
No, that's not true. I have. But I've not seen John. I can't picture John. Like, I can't picture your form.
You just think I would. You can't picture what I would look like on a bike.
No.
Okay. Well,
Anyways,
sorry.
Continue. John rode a bike. I'm impressed. Good for you, man.
Yeah, I was riding a bike. That was down there in Palm Springs. There's just nothing to do. Even
bikes.
Not during COVID. It's just a place where it's old retired people, and it's hot as fuck. So there's nothing really to do. You should have
blasted your poem just through the streets.
Oh, you said blasted really aggressively.
Blasted your poem.
Blasted. I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, not gonna do that. But anyways, so the only fun things to do is like throw a frisbee around at the park or like go on a bike ride. So my dad and I went geocaching, which I want to talk about later too. But we were riding around looking for some geocaches, and I rode over this like flattened pizza box, and I don't know what clicked, but I really just, that moment riding over that pizza box, I realized that I fucking love pizza boxes. Dude.
It was just like a good cushion for you?
Dude, no, it's not. I don't love them on the ground. I'm just saying the feeling I get when I see and interact with a pizza box is so good.
That's one of the fattest things you've said.
No, but
no, I feel that.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean they got nice boxes. Like, are you saying the box, like the dimensions of the box,
no,
or just like the nostalgia?
It's what it represents.
What does it represent to you?
It's more than just nostalgia.
It's
because
more than a pizza box.
Nostalgia is something that you look back on from the past and you loved.
You've eaten
pizza,
but with
pizza, I loved it my whole life, and I still love it.
It's past, present, and future for John.
Yes, it's like when I wrote over that box, I just thought, think about how many memories and calories and happiness and smiles I've developed and experienced because of what this box represents.
See, I think the way that you're describing this pizza box is how I hope to describe my wife someday. It's like that is my past, my present, and my future. This is what I want. Think about all these memories I have with this woman. But for you, it's a pizza box. And that's great. It's a lot simpler than finding a woman.
Yes.
You can find any pizza box anywhere.
Exactly. And they all, that's the thing. None of them let me down.
No.
They always love me back.
I've let myself down on a pizza box by burning my pizza.
Yeah.
But that's on me. That's a mistake I live with, you know?
Yeah. And you can get a pizza and it's a little bit below par.
Yeah.
But it's still phenomenal because it's pizza.
I've never understand the below par thing, because like below par is good, but then outside of golf, below par is bad.
Oh yeah.
So it's like if
If it was
something is
below par,
subpar, that's good.
it's like
but
super fucking
people
good.
say it in a bad way, so it's like I don't. Really
Yeah,
get
that's
that.
a good thought.
Thanks.
So when we basically should start rebranding
Above
that.
par.
So all you guys, you should leave a review of our show in the Apple Podcast app and give us 5 stars, but just say we're so below par. It's unbelievable.
Well, no.
Don't say that.
Don't say that. People are gonna get the wrong idea.
Yeah, don't do that. But you should leave a review in the Apple
Yeah,
Podcast
that would
app
be
and rate us
super
5
duper.
stars and write something nice.
John, how do they do that?
They go onto the Apple Podcast app. They search Peak to Middle School. They click it. They scroll to the bottom, and there's a section, and it takes you like 15 seconds.
Wow.
That would make us happy.
That would be super nice of you to do that.
Um,
Also, all you Spotify people, all you 5,500 of you, come follow us on Instagram. Come subscribe on YouTube.
And this is a perfect time to inform you guys. Bam, 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 bam,
Alert, alert. I don't know
bam.
why we're doing this.
We're changing up the Patreon,
Oh, yes, we are.
and it's very exciting. So what we're doing from now on, the Patreon is being revamped a bit because we realized we wanted to give you guys more content and give you more of just an incentive.
Yeah, not just a once a month thing.
Yeah, because recently we've just been busy, and so we got to this format where we were doing 2 videos a month on Patreon. One is a deleted scenes and bloopers video, which are hilarious. Those are my favorite.
Yeah, those are great.
And one is just a behind-the-scenes vlog of like our daily life, basically throughout the month, making PIMS, all that good shit. So those are still happening every single month, but also for every single episode, there's going to be new content on there. And what we're doing is a Patreon pre-show.
Oh.
So every episode, we're going to turn these cameras on, and for the first 10 to 15 minutes before we do the real intro for the episodes you're listening to right now, we're going to do a pre-show where we just kind of shoot the shit, get ready, talk it out for a bit, get warmed up,
Tell me more.
loosen up these vocal cords.
What did we talk about on this first one that we already recorded earlier?
What did we?
I don't remember what we talked about.
That's the thing, is as soon as we're done with
Dude.
these episodes, it's gone from my mind.
I've said this before, and people ask me all the time, like, I get back and they're like, oh, what did you talk about on this episode? I'm like, I don't know. John and I never know. We never remember what we talked about. Unless it was like a big monumental thing of like, we talked about specifically this,
Yeah.
immediately wiped from my brain. I don't even remember what we've talked about at the start of this, other than the pizza box. I don't know.
I don't either. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a lot of knowledge is retained, I would say.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Does that happen for you guys? Like, if you watch a whole episode after, do you remember what we talked about? Or does it just kind of like, it was a funny thing, and then it's like, you just kind of...
It's so weird that our
Buzz off.
memory is so bad. Because even with TV shows, I'll watch an episode, and the next day, my dad will be like, okay, so wait, so what happened in yesterday's episode?
Yeah.
And I'll be like, all I remember is the ending, usually.
Even with TV shows?
Yeah.
Nah, dude.
I'll remember a few things, but usually just the ending.
Yeah. How do I follow along with TV shows and not forget everything when I can't even have a conversation and remember it? I don't know how I get dressed in the morning.
Maybe that's a sign that you're meant to be in the film industry,
Dementia.
Kyle.
Oh.
Well, that too. So yeah, the Patreon pre-show is a 10 to 15 minute episode or video every single time we upload an episode. So every Monday and Thursday, it'll be on Patreon. And what's cool is
Wait.
when and if you become a patron, you get access to all the prior videos we've ever uploaded
All
as well.
the above. All the above.
So yeah, if you guys just really, obviously we don't expect anyone to become a patron, but it's for those of you who want to support the show and also have a reason to. You get, if you just love the show and you want extra content, that's what it's there for.
It would mean a lot.
Yeah, we appreciate it. But Kyle,
Yeah.
do you have anything in your life that you feel the same way that I feel about pizza boxes? Maybe
My
the
penis.
guide button on your remote, because you know that when you hit that guide button,
Yeah.
that's leading you to sports that give you this euphoria boner.
I think what it is for me is in fall/winter, just Sundays. Like, I
Oh.
just look forward to Sundays so much.
I
For
hate
church. No,
Sundays.
not for church. For football. Like, I think of, oh man, when it's Sunday and I just wake up and just sit my fat ass on the couch and just eat hella food and just watch football all day, that is like peak happiness for me.
That is just, it's so funny to me how it's so cool how everyone's so different. Just like, because I don't look forward to Sunday, because Sundays give me a sad feeling because I know that the next day is something important coming up.
Like Monday, yeah.
Yeah, but Saturdays
Yeah.
you don't have anything.
Saturdays are cool.
But they're not as cool for you because you don't get pro football.
Yeah, but we get college football. I just
so how
don't
come you
watch
don't get that feeling about Saturdays?
Because it's not as nostalgic to me. I didn't grow up watching as much college football as I did watching the NFL. And we just make more food on Sundays. So it's great.
Yeah. So would your Sunday be considered perfect if you can wake up, eat food, watch sports almost all day, eat some more food during that, have a good dinner, and go to bed? Is that a perfect Sunday?
I don't know about perfect because, like, obviously there's other cool things I could add on my perfect Sunday, but the best Sunday I could have right now with my resources that I could have would be watching football. And that is what I do every Sunday. Yeah. And it's awesome.
I don't know. I enjoy watching football, but I just feel, I think it's just I don't even know if anxiety is the right word for whatever I have in my head, but just like this voice telling me I'm a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It would just destroy me if I did that.
Your inner demons. You seem to talk a lot about voices in your head.
I have so many voices. Oh my God.
Schizophrenia.
I had sleep paralysis.
Oh yeah.
Dude.
How was that?
Fucking
Welcome
terrible,
to the club,
dude.
It's scary as shit.
Dude.
You get used to it, trust me.
So yeah, I wanted to tell this story, and it might relate to I have in the past heard voices in my house that aren't there, and I researched it.
I don't like that.
And it turns out there's this thing I think they're called phantom noises.
Yeah, like I get the phantom buzz on my phone.
Yeah, and since I like spend most of my days just listening to editing people talking, essentially, even when I take them off, I sometimes hear people talking if there's no one talking, which is kind of weird. But
you should work on that.
So in Palm Springs, so the night before my sleep paralysis, at 3 a.m, my uncle was staying at a different house. He was kind of like renting this Airbnb, but at 3 a.m, he just was pounding on our door.
Wait, like this actually happened, or this?
Yes, no, this was real. This happened the night before.
What the fuck?
There was pounding on the door, it was a weird thing where like I didn't wake up. I was still asleep, but I heard the pounding, and I almost, it kind of became part of my dream.
Yeah.
Where like I heard someone pounding in my dream, but I didn't fully wake up to realize it was my uncle at the door. I only found this out the next day. My mom said, yeah, Uncle Jack came over and he was pounding, like banging on the door, but no one was answering. So he called me to go.
Why was he banging on the door?
Well, basically it was like 3 a.m, and his wife starts work super early Eastern time, and she left her work laptop at our house.
Oh shit.
So it was like, basically it was like 6 a.m. Eastern time, and she needed her laptop. So he had to drive over and like rush and get it. But he was banging on the door because I was sleeping kind of in the living room and everyone else was in a bedroom. So his hope was that he would wake me up and not have to accidentally wake up like the grandparents or something.
Drowsy
but I was
as hell.
just slumped, I guess. Anyway, so that was a pretty creepy thing because I remembered all the pounding and I thought it was in my dream. Then fast forward to the next night. It's once again, I vividly remember it was 2:20 when I looked at my phone.
That's the witching hour. That's when like weird shit happens. Trust me.
2 to 3 is the weirdest time.
It's between 2 and 4 for me. Like that's when my paralysis happens.
Yeah, and I cannot stress enough how real this felt.
Yeah.
Like even to this day, I still think I was convinced it was real. And the next day I was like, are you guys sure you didn't just not wake up? But basically I heard just this, I was sleeping and then all of a sudden I woke up to this insanely loud blaring alarm, like beep, 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 beep.
Shit, that's
almost
scary.
like basically identical to if you've ever heard in a movie a house alarm. If someone breaks in, they make it insanely over the top loud and just obnoxious to scare the robbers away. And my parents' house down there has a alarm system, but I'd never heard it. So when I woke up to this, like, it was just like beep, 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 but like super fucking, like one of the loudest things I've heard.
Okay.
And I woke up and I like sat up really quick, but I just, after that, didn't move. And at the time,
you're frozen sitting up?
Yeah. So I like sat up and kind of like was, resting my hands on the bed, sort of. Just sitting up.
Okay.
And I was like looking near the door And I didn't realize until the next morning, because I was like half asleep still, but I just like didn't move from that position. Like I was terrified, but I just sat there and like I heard this alarm and I was terrified because I thought someone broke in to the house. But you seem confused here.
So you were just, how long did you sit up like this?
Like 2 to 3 minutes.
And
I didn't do anything.
But like, did you try to move?
I don't know.
Did it feel like you couldn't move?
It felt like I couldn't. And it almost felt like I couldn't move out of fear. Like, you're so scared you don't move.
Can't move.
But looking back on it, when I kind of woke up more, I finally realized, like, holy shit, I don't think I could move. Because realistically, if I'm to wake up, there are times when I'll wake up at my house and I think I hear a noise or something, and I'll go downstairs and check or whatever. And I have no problem getting up, and if there's something creepy, I have no problem getting up and sneaking around. But for whatever reason, I just could not fucking move from my bed.
But did you try to move?
Yeah, like I don't know. I think I tried.
Yeah, so
but the noise was not real.
Oh, yeah. So that does sound like sleep paralysis. It's just yours seems different because I've never sat up before and then been frozen.
Yeah,
like I frozen just like this.
Yeah. And it was so loud and I was so scared. I was just looking near the main door, but it was kind of around a corner, so I couldn't see.
Should look for a weapon.
But I just remember thinking to myself, I was sitting there and I was thinking, how the fuck is no one else awake from this? Because if there's someone in my house, what if they're going to go shoot my sister or my grandparents?
Yeah, or you.
Or me, because I'm near the front door.
You're probably first pickings.
And I was like, there is no possible way that the other people in my house wouldn't wake up from this.
Yeah.
If it was real.
So when I've had sleep paralysis, I have heard things and seen things. So like that sounds accurate. Like that
what have you heard? You've heard things that weren't there?
I heard actually I'm trying to think of what I've heard. I've seen things. I thought my aunt was calling me one time, and I also saw 2 spiders fighting in the corner of my room that I really wanted to see that fight, but then I slowly like lost consciousness.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of if I've heard anything though. I don't know if I've heard anything, but that sounds accurate. And I've never been sitting up though. I've always been laying down, and it's usually I'm laying on my face.
Yeah.
And like you can't move, and it takes everything.
Yeah,
out of
like
me to move.
I think what happened is I really was trying to get up from the bed, but I just couldn't, and eventually the beeping just stopped. I think it was at least 2 minutes, and it just stopped. And then that's when I checked my phone, and it was like 2:20, and then like for the next 10 minutes after that, I was still in this weird headspace where I was half asleep sorta.
Yeah.
But I got up and I turned my flashlight on, and I was like walking around my house. I wish someone could have seen me. I
like
walked around the house in the dark, looking in like every corner of the house to see if someone was there.
Are you sure you actually did this?
Yeah, no, I'm positive. I was awake, but I was still in a headspace where like I was checking places where no one would be. Like I remember opening a cupboard. Like I opened a cupboard.
Like, gotcha.
And it had like a toaster in it, and I was like, It was weird. I don't know what headspace that I was in, but it was weird.
I've been in that headspace before where you're getting up and just doing things that you don't realize you're doing.
And they don't make sense.
It's almost like sleepwalking, sort of. Because that one time I woke up in the middle of the night and I started going downstairs to make a Hot Pocket. And it just made no sense. It was like 2 a.m. I had no reason to do that. I just started doing it. And I just felt like I needed to be doing it. And I came to and I was like, oh, why am I making a Hot Pocket at 2 a.m?
Yeah. So I looked around the house with this flashlight, didn't see anyone, but I was still terrified. So then I went to the bathroom, and this is like one of those things, like the Hot Pocket thing. I turned on the light in the bathroom, but for whatever reason, I thought that closing the door would make too much noise and tell the robbers where I am. So I just left the door wide open and started pissing.
I mean,
as if that's going to be any more safe. Like, that would be less safe than me closing the door.
I mean, yeah, imagine robbing a house. He could have just been lurking in the shadows, and he could have been watching you this whole time. He sees you walking around with a flashlight looking in cupboards and then peeing with the door open super loud, probably hitting the water too.
Yeah. But I don't know. So I just remember I didn't close the door because in my mind that made sense. And then I went back to bed. And at that point, realized, I was like, okay, there's got to be no one in this house. I think it's safe to go back to sleep. And every time when you get really close to going to sleep
Yeah.
and you're almost there, then you wake up somehow and you're all thrown off. That kept happening. So my eyes would close and I get really groggy. And as soon as they've closed, they would just like shoot open again.
So that's what happens to me with sleep paralysis is if I get it sometimes, or sometimes I'm falling asleep and I can feel that I'm getting it.
Yeah.
And you close your eyes and you're like about to fall asleep and you're conscious that you're falling asleep, but you're like, you can't shut your brain off.
It doesn't want to because it knows it's going to get sleep paralysis.
Yeah, and you're like, I'm about to be stuck in like 5 seconds. If I don't move right now, I'm about to be stuck. And then I just keep waking up and I'm like, and I roll over and then I do it again. And I'm like closing my eyes for 15 seconds and I'm like, no. Happens every time, dude. It's so frustrating.
Bro, we're
knock on wood, haven't had it for a while, but
dude, I didn't think that that's what it would be like. I pictured more of seeing a figure in the distance.
I mean,
but didn't get that.
It's probably different for every person, but there are, I think, probably different forms of it because I've gotten up and just done things for no reason, but yeah, I've never heard
such dumb fucking brains,
dude. It's the dumbest. Why can't I just shut this bitch off and just sleep?
Humans are just the most inefficient creatures.
God,
we gotta constantly eat shit to not die
and drink and
we have to constantly pee and poop.
Yeah,
we can't just put a battery in and just be good like all these other things.
I wish I could just take a pill that like got rid of shitting and peeing out of my life and eating. No, I like eating. I wish I could make a pill that made my food. Just pop a pill in the microwave and it's just like, oh, steak, mashed potatoes, all right.
That'd be kind of
It's like one of those things you put into the sink and it turns into a dinosaur. You ever do those?
Sort of, but
we should do those.
Why?
Nostalgia, fun.
Just like for fun, or should we document it? Or
we could, yeah. Wouldn't be that cool, but
no,
maybe some Patreon content.
Us
check out this dinosaur.
Check out us growing this dinosaur in water.
Yeah, we could get a chia pet for the studio.
Chia pet would be kind of
I've actually never gotten a chia pet before.
How do those work?
It's basically like a figure, and then you put some seeds, and then you water it maybe, and then it grows.
But then the grass grows out of it, or the grass becomes kind of the shape of the
grows
figure?
out of it, but usually it'll be like Bob Ross's head, and then it makes his afro.
Oh,
like the hair,
it doesn't. So the grass or whatever doesn't become the whole figure. It's just a part of.
It's
like
whatever you put the. I mean, I haven't chia'd before, but if we got a chia pet, we could find out.
Yeah,
we could get it from one for the stew.
Yeah, they seemed cool, but I feel like if they really were cool, they would still be a thing.
Yeah,
clearly they're not that cool because they're not popular anymore.
Do you think chia was the last name of the person, or just some word they came up with?
A chia. What did they call him?
Chia.
But chia pet?
Yeah, chia pet.
Why pet? It's
not a pet.
It's a chia statue.
It's a plant statue. It's a plant figure.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to get plants.
Why?
I don't know. I just need some greenery. Not a lot.
For what? For where?
For here.
In here?
Yeah.
There's no light in here.
There's a window.
There's one small window.
I put a small plant up on that shelf. A little, what are those called? Where they're in little cups.
Plant. Plant.
It's a plant, but
pot plant. No, we get a Venus flytrap. Me and Jordan talking about getting a pet Venus flytrap.
So
a pet Venus flytrap.
Okay. I was like, oh, you guys are getting a pet.
Yeah, I mean, next step would be a goldfish, but that's too much right now.
Yeah. So pizza boxes. Sunday. You said you wrote something down over this last week.
I've got all kinds of shit.
And you said one of them made no sense, but a little bit of sense.
Yeah. There's one. Okay. This one's gonna make sense. This one is completely out of nowhere. Maybe this is just me that thinks this because I have a sister. And yeah, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it.
I got a sister.
Okay, good. So what I came to the conclusion of is guys with sisters are probably the best boyfriends because they have a sister that, like, they know how women are. They know how to have a woman in their life and like how to be respectful and all that shit. Not that I'm respectful to my sister, but like
God doesn't respect women.
Nah, fuck that. No, of course I do. But then girls with brothers are probably the best because then they know how to be around guys, and they're probably maybe more fun because
Dude, no, that's a trend. I think girls that have brothers are not always. Listen, this
yeah,
obviously generalization.
and there are shitty guys with sisters.
Yes, like me. No, but girls that do have brothers, a lot of those tend to be more fun than ones that don't have brothers.
Yeah, or maybe they have more interests that I would have.
Yeah, and they can kind of like engage more with, not always, but oftentimes like they care more about sports because their brothers cared about sports.
Yeah, because
like,
I can think about my sister. Like, she has more knowledge on sports and shit like that than a lot of other girls do, just because she grew up with me.
Yeah.
Who I was like the walking encyclopedia of shit that she should know.
Yeah. No, it's true. The other day, Chris and Matt drove me to the airport, and they were kind of yelling at each other back and forth, and I was just sitting there in the back, and I was like
they were fighting?
No, they were just debating. They were debating something about music and who has better music taste and why.
Oh,
and
Chris has the worst music taste. Chris loses
we were
that
talking
argument.
about that, but Chris kind of like, he disagreed, which he had a good argument. He said that songs that are popular for a reason, because they're like the songs that are popular don't actually suck. People just start to hate them because they hear them so much.
Yeah,
he's like, if there was a song that was actually bad, it wouldn't be a popular song.
Yeah, there's some of those poppy songs that got really annoying that are still bangers to me that I will
they're
listen
fucking
to.
good. And I think that was kind of part of his argument, to Chris defending himself, and then Matt was defending that like Matt has a better taste because he listens to more like.
I would take Matt's
better
taste of music over Chris's.
Yeah,
because Matt's also does music.
But then Matt was playing kind of some, I guess you could say, more underground artists who their genres are not set in stone. You don't listen, like there's certain guys where he was playing this guy named Dominic Fike, who clearly he has a genre, but to Chris, he was listening and he's like, I just don't know what mood I would be in to want to listen to this type of music. Because he's like, summer happy vibes, I listen to country. Winter music, there's like holiday music.
I never listen to holiday music, dude. I don't want to say I hate people who do it, but when people are just like, oh my God, throw on Mariah Carey or throw on Michael fucking Bublé, I'm like, shut the fuck up. That music sucks. It's all bad music.
Yo, don't hate on Mariah Carey like that.
I will die on that branch.
Bro.
Hill. I will die on that hill.
I was going to die on a branch,
I will
dude.
die on that branch. That's trash.
No, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan, but I can respect it. But then he was saying, I don't know, for each mood, he has like a general genre that he listens to. Yeah. But there's certain indie artists who maybe are slow pace and kind of depressing. And Chris's argument was like, what vibe would I have to be in to want to listen to this?
Probably a sad mood.
Yeah, and anyway, so they were debating music back and forth, and I was sitting there listening, and at the end I was like, damn, I wish I had a brother, because these are the types of things that we who don't have brothers just never got to debate like that.
Exactly. Or someone like I can just debate sports with at home.
Yeah,
I don't have that.
Because you can debate sports with Karina, but
she doesn't give a fuck, and she doesn't know.
And she doesn't even care if she's right or wrong.
Exactly.
It's more debate is way more fun if the other person is trying to be right.
Exactly. It's great. Me and Jordan talk hella sports. We just sit on the couch on Sundays and just talk football.
Yeah. So he can be your brother.
Yeah. But he also has brothers.
It's okay. You can be his adopted brother.
That's good.
But no, I would agree. I do think I personally am more understanding to certain things than guys who don't have sisters.
Yeah, totally.
Because with a girl, like, I just can kind of get it. And there's times when I know, like, all right, I just got to let them be. I got to give them a day or whatever, or a couple hours, let them settle down, or like, it's not always them. Maybe there's sometimes I do something.
They're just giving someone space.
And just like, I don't know. I feel like you can just read a girl better if you have a sister.
Yeah, definitely. Also, I've noticed sometimes guys will say things like, so let's say a guy with just brothers, for example, or like an only child or something. They'll say shit about like a girl that I would never say, or like a guy with a sister would probably not say that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't get it. You don't have a sister. Like,
yeah,
you didn't really grow up around girls.
And it might low key kind of offend the girl or just make them. It's not even maybe they even say it with good intentions, and to them it's a nice thing to say.
And they just have no idea.
But it's just they don't really get that. You just don't say that.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm looking for a girl with a brother.
Yeah, so many girls with brothers hit Kyle up.
Yeah. If anyone's got a sister, no.
Wait, what?
If any of you guys here have a sister.
Oh, that would be weird.
Why would that be
It
weird?
would be. I don't know. It feels weirder if it's a guy listener that has a sister.
He's
than
like,
if it was
hey,
a girl.
date my sister.
Yeah, than if it was a girl that listens.
Yeah.
That happens to have a brother.
No.
I think
Don't hit
dating
me up.
like a don't date like a diehard fan.
No.
There's people that would be just weird. I don't know. If you're like a Justin Bieber, and then after your show, there's just 1,000 girls that just like want to suck your dick.
What's wrong with that?
No, it would just be a weird dynamic.
Yeah, it would be.
It'd be weird as fuck.
Yeah, but there's people that like marry their fans and shit. Who was
I
that
know,
person? I
but-
saw someone recently that married a fan.
Oh, I
or
know
they're
that.
dating a fan or something.
Fucking the guy who you think's the hottest man, the hottest guy.
Zac Efron?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dating a girl that was his waitress.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That's.
They're
guess
not
so.
married. But
Yeah, I'm all about celebrities dating people that are not celebrities. Because I'm not a celebrity and I want to date a
I
celebrity.
want Emma Stone. I love you.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah. Overall, Kyle, how was your Thanksgiving break?
It was good.
What'd you guys do on
overall,
Thanksgiving?
Okay. Dude, what did we do?
You cooked?
Not much. I cooked gravy. All I brought to Thanksgiving, all I was told to bring to Thanksgiving was rolls, sparkling cider, and butter. And then I made the gravy.
Proud of you, dude.
Yeah. I also cut up some nuts to put on the put on the sweet potatoes and some marshmallows. But I fucked that up and they got mad at me because I did it wrong, even though they didn't give me much direction to work with. So I just got designated to you boil this gravy for a minute and then we'll let it simmer.
I can
that's
just
all you
imagine them
contribute.
just tearing you apart and you just go, you didn't even fucking tell me what to do.
Yeah,
What do you expect?
I was like, all right, Mom, I'm done. And she looked at it and she's like, why'd you do that? I was like, I don't know. I mixed the nuts and the marshmallows. I didn't know it was supposed to be one on each side. It was like, sorry that I fucked up your casserole or whatever the fuck I was making.
But
Worked out.
Candied sweet potatoes are really fucking good.
Yeah, except my mom bought regular potatoes for on accident. So
Well, I mean,
it was just potatoes with sweet stuff. It like wasn't sweet potatoes.
okay, but potatoes are still a Thanksgiving dish.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
I fucked up mashed potatoes. Yeah, I destroyed the mashed potatoes.
did you throw back to our clip from a year ago when you were talking about the magic instant mashed potatoes, where they
Yeah.
turn from powder into potatoes in like
We
7
made
seconds?
real potatoes this year, real taters this year. But
Nice.
yeah, those instant potatoes, I don't get those. I still don't get those.
I don't know what I'm eating.
What is that shit? I don't know.
It's almost like the it's like if they had Cheeto dust, but it was potato flavored dust,
Yeah.
and then they just put a bunch of that in a bag.
Oh, we never talked about Chex Mix.
Ooh, we can do that next episode.
Okay.
So you made gravy and potatoes. That was your contribution.
No, I didn't make the potatoes. I made gravy.
Okay. Well, that was more than me because I sadly did not contribute one thing this year.
Why?
Well,
I wanted to do more.
No.
They just didn't let me.
I am always down to participate in Thanksgiving, but the thing is that there's so many like
It's a lot of moving
women in my
parts.
family that they just dominate the kitchen, and I literally go in there and I say, "How can I help, Mom?" And she goes, "Nothing."
You are helpless.
I'm like, "Okay."
You are useless.
So then I come back later. I'm like, "All right, Mom, it's been an hour. How can I help with dinner?" And she goes, "Can you go take this out to the recycling bin?" I'm like,
clean
"All
these
right,
dishes?"
I can do that." So I take it out to the recycling bin, and I come back. I'm like, "All right, what now?" And she
John
goes,
opens the recycling bin, sees a pizza box, immediately aroused.
And then I come back, and she's like, "Nothing." So I put myself out there, but I honestly think they don't trust us, Kyle. They
Yeah.
don't trust young men to cook in the kitchen.
They don't realize that I took cooking in 6th grade. All right, I can handle. I can make.
You can handle make worth.
I can handle. I was gonna try to say like 3 different things. I can handle myself. I can work well in the kitchen, and I don't know what else I was gonna say. But I'm a good cook.
Yeah, they don't know that I lived on my own for a year, and I cooked ground turkey with no seasoning for lunch sometimes.
Are you serious?
And I also would cook
Wait, you didn't even put
eggs
salt.
for breakfast, scrambled eggs.
Yeah, I can do that.
And I know.
But like,
It was a bit, Kyle.
oh shit.
But it was true. But my whole thing was that it like was not very impressive things. So then you were supposed to be like,
like I was
yeah,
actually concerned that you literally didn't use seasoning on your graham turkey.
Yeah,
Like
for a while.
you did not even salt or pepper.
Dude, I didn't listen.
Why?
Listen. Well, I don't know why. One, I didn't know that like it would be better if I did.
What is wrong?
Two,
with
I didn't have shit in my apartment
you?
really.
You're really proving that you don't know how to cook.
Hey, that was 2 years. That was 3 years ago.
But you don't just make turkey with nothing.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Kyle. Michael Jordan didn't just learn how to dunk when he was 7.
Yeah, because he wasn't tall enough yet. Are you
And
not
I
tall enough to
wasn't
put?
tall enough to cook.
Couldn't reach the salt.
I was cooking. I was like looking up at the stove, and I just couldn't reach. Yeah.
Oh man, that would really suck to be just super short and you can't reach your stove.
It would suck.
Yeah, get like a stool to step on.
Or a custom-made kitchen.
Yeah, or
Like
like
shorter?
hop on someone's shoulders to cook. Anyways,
anyways, I'm glad your Thanksgiving was good. Are you going to ask me how my Thanksgiving was or no?
how was your Thanksgiving, John?
Thanks for asking. It was great. I do have to say, I think you've said this in the past and I kind of didn't really agree, but I think my opinion's changed.
Mm-hmm.
Thanksgiving dinner?
Pretty fire, dude. It's good.
Oh.
What?
I thought I was going to say it's honestly really overhyped now.
Whoa. No, I don't agree with that.
I thought you kind of said,
No,
what were you
Thanksgiving's-
saying that you don't like Halloween?
Halloween's trash. Thanksgiving is probably one of my favorite holidays. Probably in my top 2.
Honestly think I've my whole life been a big fan of Thanksgiving. Still a fan, but this was the first year where I realized that after you finish eating one plate of food, it's like it's a whole build up to just one plate of food.
You're
and
eating
then-
one plate of food?
Well, I mean,
Pussy.
it depends how big of I put a lot of shit on, and by the time I finish eating it, I'm full.
No, I do that. I do that too. I do one big plate, and then I sit for a minute, and then I do a second plate.
Yeah, and I just had one huge plate, and by the end I'm full, and it's just like I kind of sat back and was thinking, I know it's about being thankful and hanging out with your family and people you love, and I get that, but just it's a big buildup for not a lot of return.
I mean, I think you're overhyping it in your head. Like Thanksgiving, it's not this insane day. It's just you make a bunch of food and then you hang out with your family. We just played games and stuff. Like,
Yeah, and we did that,
we
and
watched a
that's
movie.
fun, but you can play games on any day off.
You can do anything on any holiday. Like I can get drunk in the summer. That's 4th of July, and light off fireworks. I mean, you don't do that a lot, but
yeah,
you can
but
get
you're
drunk
not
on
going to
summer.
make a Thanksgiving meal with
You
all that
can.
shit in the middle of summer.
You make a big meal on Christmas too, usually, right? Christmas Eve. Sometimes
yeah.
some people do that shit.
But it's just, I guess my point is, I feel like there's a lot of stress involved with at least in my family. People
Oh,
get
yeah.
stressed leading up to Thanksgiving,
People get stressed about every holiday.
and then
though.
the whole
Christmas,
day they're stressed cooking food, and then you eat the food, and then you got too much leftovers, and you eventually throw away some of the food.
What? Why are you throwing away leftovers? Eat that
we,
shit,
we
dude.
left California.
That's your problem.
What do you want us to just leave
I brought
turkey in
so
the fridge?
much. I brought Tupperwares to my house in preparation, knowing I was gonna come back with hella food, and I did. It was
And
great.
honestly, turkey, pretty fucking overrated.
Turkey by itself isn't that good, but when you get that gravy on it, especially the gravy I made, when you make that gravy yourself, you know it's
I
tasty.
want your thick gravy.
Oh, you
dude.
want that thick gravy? Yeah, it's in a packet.
Homemade gravy straight from Kyle.
Wasn't? Yeah, I can give you that. Brown stuff.
Brown.
Do you get like the white gravy or the brown gravy better?
No, we had brown, but I was just
Yeah,
making
brown.
a joke about,
Yeah,
cum,
cum.
gravy, white, brown. Brown cum, not
brown
good.
food. Yeah, I know. Mine's brown. What?
Mine's brown. Did you just have a list right there?
Mine's brown.
So yeah, Thanksgiving was good, I guess. It was fun. Got to hang out with family, watch some football, and here we are. Now, I watched this movie. It's a new Hulu original movie called Run.
Oh, we also
Which-
watched it, and then I also watched it again on Thanksgiving.
Wow,
my
you watched it
family.
twice.
I didn't really want to watch it the second time, but everyone forced me
It
to.
was good though, right?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Really fucking good movie.
Really fucked up.
It's a Hulu original.
Takes place here.
Takes place. Now, you've been to Pasco. I wanted to ask you, when she goes to that little town in the movie, is that actually Pasco?
I don't know, dude. I haven't been to. Yeah, I have been to Pasco, but I wasn't going to a pharmacy and a movie theater down there. Like,
yeah, well, I assumed Pasco was a tiny fucking town, so I thought
It's
maybe
pretty
you'd
small.
recognize it and be
It's
like, oh, that's
it's
a
one
real
of the
street.
Tri-Cities.
Yeah, I just didn't know if they use a movie set and say it's Pasco or if they actually film in Pasco.
Yeah, I don't have
But-
enough Pasco knowledge.
Anyways,
Did win a state championship there.
you guys should watch that movie on Hulu. But relating to that, I found out afterwards. So in the movie, the mom is essentially fucking nuts. That's not a spoiler, but
Hold up. Time out. For some reason, when Jordan and I were watching this the first time, I thought that the mom was the same actress that played Darlene in Ozark.
Bro,
And I found out
what?
very quickly how wrong I was.
What?
I just saw this crazy woman, and I was like, she looks familiar. I know her from some other movie. I don't know what movie it is, but she looked familiar, and I was thinking maybe that's Darlene because I haven't seen Ozark in a minute. Then I looked up Darlene, and I was like, oh, okay.
It's not fucking Darlene.
That's not Darlene.
Sarah Paulson is not Darlene, unfortunately.
No.
Darlene's
Very
at
different.
least 15, 20 years older.
Very large age gap that I was not aware of.
But I can kind of get it because that lady, Sarah Paulson, pretty sure that's her name,
Yeah.
she always plays like an evil lady that you
What
hate.
else is she? What do I know her from? I know her from
Dude,
something else.
she's in a ton of shit, but let's see. I'll rattle some off and tell me which one you thought. Let's look at her
yeah,
filmography.
she's good at playing a fucking
Dude,
psycho.
she's always just like a bitch. American Horror Story, Ratched, Ocean's 8, Bird Box,
I haven't even seen Bird Box.
Glass. Wait. Damn, she's been in a lot of stuff recently.
Okay, I see.
12 Years a Slave,
I still haven't seen that either. Is that a good movie?
The Goldfinch, Desperate Housewives. Yeah, I don't know what you'd know her from. Those are
neither.
like the only recognizable ones.
I don't know. It's one of those things that I said it with a lot of confidence, and I was quickly proven very wrong.
Yeah, but anyways, what I'm trying to say is she's kind of crazy, and this might be kind of a spoiler, I guess. I'm going to say something because it's really fucking interesting. If you haven't watched the movie, I'm sorry, go watch it. It's been out for like a month now by the time you're seeing this. But the mom has this real disorder that's a clinical thing, and I just thought she was crazy, but it turned after watching it, my cousin told me that the mom has a real disease, and it's called Munchausen by proxy or Munchausen by proxy. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's Munchausen by proxy.
What is it?
And I Googled it, and I wanted to tell you guys about it because it's fucking crazy.
But how do you know? How does she know that?
Because the movie's based on, like, the writers, like, that's
Based it on
the
that?
disease she has.
Wow.
So Munchausen by proxy is a mental health problem in which a caregiver makes up or causes an illness or injury in a person under his or her care, such as a child, an elderly adult, or a person who has a disability. Because vulnerable people are victims, MSBP is a form of child abuse or elder abuse.
Well, that is exactly what she does.
So there are people, I was just mind blown that that's a real thing, that there are people out there who have this addiction, I guess, of taking care of something or someone.
yeah. Well, there's a lot of stories. I don't know about a lot, but there's stories of people that's happened in real life.
Yeah.
Where, like, the person will kill their mom or something because that's their way of getting out. Like there was a girl that murdered her mom because she was doing that to her, and she somehow, I don't know.
And so basically these parents, like they said, they can do it to kids or to elderly people, intentionally make them sick or do something to them to where they require this care given to them, and they don't want them to be independent because then this person loses this sense that they're helping or I don't know, caregiving for this person.
Yeah, but and they're causing the issues that they're trying to help them with, basically.
Yeah.
And it's
It's the most unproductive thing.
no, it's clearly you're insane or just not okay if that's what you're doing. But there's a lot of situations too of elder abuse, and like people at retirement homes or whatever just treating the elderly people like shit. And it's like, how low do you have to go to just be this terrible to an old person?
I know. If I had to be a fucking terrible person and do something bad to someone, I'd pick elderly people would be my second to last choice behind like a baby.
Kids.
Yeah, any young child. Like that would... What kind of freak do you have to be to want to because there's a bunch of movies and stories about people working at nursing homes and like drugging the old people and
or
like
just
killing them,
beating them and shit. It's like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with people? There are so many people that are just terrible.
Yeah, I think the spotlight gets shine on the bad people though.
Oh yeah, obviously I'm not saying every caretaker is terrible. Like they're good people. Like if you're doing that as your job, that's great because you're helping a lot of people. But obviously, there's in any job, as we've learned, there are bad eggs.
Yeah, it would be really hard to be in one of those jobs, be a nurse specifically for the people who, I forget the term, but people who are going to die soon, and they kind of have like a month left, and so they basically just have like an in-home nurse, or homes where they send these people where everyone in the home is gonna die soon.
Yeah, that's terrible.
And you just cycle through people dying. And you're there for years, and every year, all the people that are there eventually die.
It's like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. All of his grandparents just lay in the same bed. All 4 of them lay in the same bed, dying together.
Wait, I don't even remember that. Really? What happens?
You don't remember Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
Not really. I remember the blueberry girl blowing up.
Yeah, she gets all blown up. There's the chocolate kid.
It's a fucking weird movie.
Yeah, but I don't know.
So what happens?
Hold on, the fat kid's name is Augustus Gloop, which is awesome.
Wait, what is it?
Augustus Gloop or some shit like that. But yeah, so basically, like in the start of the movie, they're in this little house in like England or wherever the fuck, and there's all of his grandparents are laying in the same bed, like 4 people in the same bed, and they're all like dying. Like they just take care of them. They don't really walk or anything. They just lay in bed all day. And then his grandpa like somehow starts walking, and then he goes in there with him.
Okay,
so
that's weird.
Yeah, that just reminded me of that.
That
has to be terrible. Like you got to take care of all 4 of these dying family members.
That movie feels like a fever dream. Like
what? Fever dream?
Yeah, it's a term like a.
When you're sick, you have weird dreams.
Well, yeah, I mean it comes from when you have a fever, your dreams tend to be pretty fucking weird. But let me give you. If you've ever had a particularly intense dream while you're sick, it may have been a fever dream. A fever dream is a term used to describe vivid dreams you have when your body temperature is elevated. For many people, those dreams can be disturbing and unpleasant. So my point is, when I think of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, it just seems so beyond reality that it just is like, I feel like I would dream that and it'd be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, you know? I mean, that's true. I get fucked up dreams from NyQuil.
Yeah,
NyQuil. When I take NyQuil, like
that's a fever dream.
I'm on a different planet. I don't know what I'm doing in real life
like,
and in.
You get literally high taking NyQuil.
It's scary.
Quite literally, in every way.
You just get fucked up.
You're high.
Yeah.
And it's just weird that you can just like go to school.
We don't take NyQuil at school.
But there's Dayquil.
Yeah, but
and that fucks me up too.
Not as much.
Dude, I feel when I take Dayquil, I turn my head and it's like 3 seconds delayed.
Just drunk at school on Dayquil.
Yeah.
I don't know how much Dayquil you're taking, but maybe you should chill with the Dayquil.
Yeah.
I just take
my
NyQuil.
Lips. The next day, if I take NyQuil, the next morning, my lips feel so weird.
What?
Feels like they're just like crusted in place, like a tomb.
That's why you wear a chapstick, dog.
No, dude, but it doesn't matter what I wear. It's just
I keep them nice. Trust me. There's no situation where my lips are bad.
Okay, well, good job.
Thanks.
All right, guys. Well, we have a lot more we could talk about because it's crazy how
much shit you get to talk about when you're not
if you actually don't talk for
yeah.
And it's only been 7 days, and we have so much good content.
Yeah.
So it's just very refreshing to be back.
Good vibes.
And we're gonna hop into the segments. But speaking of segments, season 5 of the show. Every season we like to change the segments up a bit, keep things fresh, and just try and bring something new to just keep you guys interested and engaged, and always try and level it up. So what we want to do is A&F of the week. We just like that one. It's just kind of a staple. I still think that's
PIMS
fun.
OG.
I do think, in my opinion, I've been slacking with A&F. I think, in my opinion, it's a lot better if I actually spend time researching something during the week as opposed to just like 10 minutes before being like, oh shit, I gotta find an A.
Yeah.
But when we've been recording a ton of episodes every week, it's been pretty tough to keep up. But so we're gonna get better at that and have better A's and F's. But then also we're going to keep fan questions because that one I think is my favorite.
That is my favorite too.
It's really fun, and you guys get to engage with us. So if you want to ask any questions for that, be sure to DM us on Instagram at PIMS Podcast. But also, we want to add some more segments. I don't know if it would be another one for Mondays and another one for Thursdays or what. But if you guys have any, opinion or idea for a segment that you think would be cool, let us know. We'd really appreciate that.
Just hit us in the DMs.
So we haven't set in stone the new segments yet. So today we're just going to do A and F, and next week we'll have our new segments. So, Kyle.
Yes, sir.
My A this week is a streamer named Dr. Lupo, he's really famous. What are you looking at?
I hope we don't have the same A.
Dr. Lupo?
No, mine's also a streamer, but I don't think it's the same one. Continue.
Okay. Dr. Lupo is a very famous streamer. He blew up from Fortnite a couple years ago.
Is he a doctor?
No. His wife goes by Mrs. Lupo, so they're a power Twitch couple. But anyways,
I'm gonna go by Sir Kyle.
What's super cool is that he's now at a point financially where he doesn't really need, he still needs to make an income, but he doesn't need to make as insane amount of money as he was making, because the streamers, if you know anything about Twitch, the top people make so much fucking money. It's insane. So anyways, he actually decided that all of the donation money he ever gets from now on is going to St. Jude's Children's Hospital.
Oh, nice.
So that's pretty fucking, that's a big deal because
he probably makes hella money too.
I mean, he makes hella money from subscriptions alone because people pledge like $5, $10, or $25 are the 3 tiers, I'm pretty sure, on Twitch. And he has I don't even know. He makes a ton of money every month. But on top of that, a lot of people donate to these streamers just because they like them or whatever. And so the fact that he's donating all of his donation money to charity is pretty fucking awesome.
Probably a good way to get more donations too.
Yeah, and he doesn't need it, and so he just gets to help kids at a children's hospital.
Oh yeah, that's a huge goal for me. If I can make enough money to where I can help other people, that'd be sweet.
And not have to be
struggling myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's dope.
Exactly.
What's your A?
My A is not as wholesome. This is just a great business decision because I don't want to say respect. I respect it. Okay. Anyways, we talked about Bathwater Girl. This was the girl, the e-gamer, whatever, e-girl, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that was selling her bathwater.
Belle Delphine.
Yeah. So she's on OnlyFans, and she's got 1.8 million subscribers on her OnlyFans page.
Which is so much. Dude, that's wait.
Yeah, that's a
1.8
lot.
million?
1.8 million subscribers.
And each membership is what, $15 a month?
If plus or minus $5, probably, yeah.
What? Wait.
She's making a lot of fucking money.
Let's just say, I think it's more than 15, but let's just say
I don't know how much.
$15
Yeah.
times 1,800,000.
And I'm sure OnlyFans takes a portion of that.
Dude, that's $27 million a month.
That's ridiculous.
What the fuck?
That's crazy. But
okay.
Yeah, she was charging 24 euros to buy bathwater. Now she's gonna film her first porn.
I heard about that.
And she's gonna sell the condom.
Oh.
Yeah. She's going to sell it.
For how much?
I don't know. Highest
Is
bidder.
it going to go to charity or is she going to keep it?
She's probably keeping that shit. I don't know. I would hang it up on the wall or some shit. Nail that shit to the wall.
Dude.
First porn condom.
The fact that she has 1.8 million and hasn't done any porn.
Yeah.
I don't even think, well, maybe she shows full nudity, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I don't know. I've just seen her on Twitter sometimes and she's she has got the system down.
Oh, she's crushing it.
She has this whole persona where she wears I don't know, she's just has this thing. If you look her up, you can just tell she's an anime girl, but a real life anime girl.
She kind of looks like she's in an anime show.
Yeah, she doesn't look like a human.
Kind of scary.
I'm not she's an attractive person, but she has this persona where she has different colored wigs and all that jazz and whatever. But the fact that she has that many with no porn at all is insane.
Ridiculous.
And relating to that, KSI, who huge YouTuber, makes music now, fucking whatever YouTuber does, do a bunch of shit, but he tweeted, I have something big coming for you guys on New Year's.
Is it porn?
And Belle Delphine has been hyping up that her sex tape is coming out on New Year's.
Oh shit.
And KSI tweeted that, and then she responded and she said, we're going to I don't know if she said we're gonna, but she said shock the world with the eyes emoji.
Oh shit.
So it might be KSI's dick that is
Well,
gonna be involved.
That's interesting.
That would be a nice marketing move.
Big move for both of them. Shout out to them. That's great.
So KSI probably has a fucking schlong.
Wasn't
dude.
gonna say that, but we were both thinking it. Okay, what's your F this week?
All right, my F this week. Listen, this is over a month old now, but we've been gone and we're a bunch of episodes ahead, so bear with us. But Colorado opened up its first In-N-Out. Did you hear about this?
My cousins were talking about it because they live by it.
Colorado opened their first In-N-Out in the state, and on the first day, there was a 14-hour wait.
Yeah, bro. My cousin, he says he lives like 3 miles from it, and the line was all the way to his apartment.
Yeah, it was there. There was a video on Twitter where there was a line down the highway.
Yeah,
like all the way off the exit, off the main street, into the highway.
like if you guys have been listening to this show for a bit, you know my stance on In-N-Out. It's overrated. That is ridiculous. You're gonna wait that long for In-N-Out,
dude. Don't get me wrong. I love In-N-Out just as much as any Californian. I think it's great, but you're never going to catch me waiting more than 30 minutes max.
I was about to ask
for
you.
any food. I don't care what it is. If it's a drive-through food, I will not wait more than 30 minutes.
There's a lot of drive-through foods I wouldn't even wait 15 minutes for.
Yeah.
Like if McDonald's is a 15-minute wait, I'm not going in.
Yeah. And like 30 stretching it. It would have to be maybe Cane's if they
Cane's
just
or
opened
Chick-fil-A.
their first Cane's here.
Yeah.
I'd wait 30 minutes.
I would too.
But if they tell me it's going to be, dude, 14 hours, you could go to work, go home, go to sleep, wake up, and still not have your food.
Yeah, I mean, that's too much. Stop doing that, people.
I saw a tweet, and it said if you are waiting 14 hours for fast food, you got to reevaluate your life. Like, what are you doing?
Within 14 hours, I would have had like 3 meals. Yeah. Just waiting for one other meal.
I know. What are you doing?
You got nothing else to do. I guess.
And I saw that still. So that was, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
And I saw someone on TikTok is like, yeah, I'm from Colorado. I wanted to update you guys on the In-N-Out thing. And it's still daily. It's a 2-hour wait still.
Yeah. That's what they're saying. It's like that line is long as shit.
Oh, my God.
That's got to cause a traffic jam. How do you?
Yeah, I'd be pissed if I lived there.
Yeah.
Also, I know it's more complicated than it seems in my head, but you just think In-N-Out, if they're that popular, you think they could just open up more locations and make more money.
I think that's part of it, but I think maybe this is thinking too hard, but let's say they're mostly in California. That's a great way to bring tourists in.
Yeah,
it's like another bonus of going to California and going to Disneyland. Like everyone goes In-N-Out.
And maybe kind of the demand of having only one In-N-Out makes it on social media, which makes it like a free marketing thing.
And it's like Chick-fil-A, they're closed on Sundays, but everyone on Sundays watching football, they're like, damn, I want Chick-fil-A. Now I'm going to make sure I get it tomorrow.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe.
That's true. Damn, I didn't even think about that.
Okay.
Who's your F this week?
My F this week is Josef Sazer. He is a European Parliament representing the Hungarian Prime Minister, and this dude is very anti-gay.
Okay.
And he was caught leaving a 25-man orgy. He was caught slipping through a window trying to avoid it. He broke quarantine to go to this gangbang, and a source from the local police newspaper told him, quote, "We interrupted a gangbang." So it was a gangbang.
So it sounds pretty gay.
Yeah.
So,
he seems like
it's a little confusing.
I think he's really trying to fight it, and he's trying to act like I'm so not gay that I am gonna, be all against gay people and like try to cut LGBTQ rights.
Yeah,
but no, he's
then
just
go
gay.
to these gangbangs.
Like, just accept who you are.
It's tough, dude, especially in politics.
I'm sure there's a lot of politicians. Why is it such a weird thing that like politicians are the ones that are hiding shit like that? And
I just think because the general public, like, it's fucked up that it's this way, but it just reality that I feel like if they were openly gay, they'd be a lot harder for them to like get the public approval.
Yeah, but it's just like
it shouldn't be that way. But
I wouldn't want to I wouldn't want to be a politician if I'm gonna not get voted in because I was gay.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a politician.
I
period.
Either. It's like, who
That would
cares? You're
suck.
gay. You're gay. You're gay. Who cares?
Dude, who cares?
If you're gay, wouldn't care.
I don't get when people fucking we've said it before, but why do you care if
don't
I
know.
like men?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't, but I'm just saying anyone, any
Yeah.
context. Or if someone feels like they are if they were born a man, they feel like they're a woman.
They want to
or
dress like
vice
a woman,
versa,
whatever.
Whether they want to dress or maybe they even want to have like a sex change surgery. Who gives a fuck?
I don't fucking care. Do whatever you want. I don't.
If someone comes up to, I get it. If someone's going to come up to me and say, I'm going to cut your dick off, I'm going to say, no, I don't want that.
This is my dick.
That's my dick. But guess what? It's not your fucking dick.
No. It's fucked up, man. I don't know.
Dude,
You have a right to do with your penis as not ever. I'm going to cut that because you don't have a right to do with your penis whatever you want.
No,
You should
not
put
whatever
it-
you want,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in terms of like your own
that
privacy
came
of
from
your
the
own
heart.
home,
That was meant in a good way.
yeah, penis.
You know.
You got to be sensitive with the penis.
No, for sure.
Yeah, so let's just not care. If Kyle wants to fucking, I don't know, walk on his hands for the rest of his life,
I don't want to.
I don't think people would throw a fit about that.
I bet people would. Actually. Yeah. Would I shake people with my feet?
Yeah.
Shake people. What's up? I'm Kyle. To angle my foot over.
Okay. Well,
Anyways,
guys, we're going to wrap it up. Season 5 of PIMS off to a hot
I
start.
think it's best we finish this.
This was a fun episode. Thank you all so much for the love and support. Like we said, Patreon has been revamped, more content than ever before. So there will be 2 uploads on that every week with the additional 2 videos at the end of every single month. So 2, 4, 6, 8.
Who do
So
we
that's
appreciate? PIMS and the patrons.
So that's 10 videos a month.
Yeah.
For every single tier, it's available. So go check that out. We love you all so much. And also, if you guys want PIMS merch, like this dope-ass PIMS hat, you're not wearing it. But
Damn it.
if you guys want merch, check out pims.store. The hoodies are the most comfortable hoodies I've ever worn. They're amazing.
Facts.
Really cool two-tone hoods. Also, there is a 10% off holiday sale on the PIMS store right now.
10%.
10%, Kyle.
So if the total was $100, you would only pay $90.
Yeah, dude.
Wow, that's a save $10.
And guess what you can do with that $10?
Buy more.
You can
merch.
buy, maybe not a whole dildo, but you could invest in buying
There's
a dildo.
probably a bad $10 one you could get, like a cheap one.
you could get stuff at McDonald's. You could buy
all kinds of stuff. You can
like
get $10.
a pack of Pokemon cards.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
Yeah. So listen, we would do 20% off, but if we did 20% off, we literally would be losing money. So I'm sorry, but 10% is what it's at right now. So if you guys want to go cop some stuff for yourself for Christmas, maybe your birthday's coming up or a special holiday.
For that special someone.
Yeah.
And maybe that special someone's just yourself.
Hey, you got to treat yourself.
I am my own special someone.
Yeah. So anyways, go check it out. pims.store, pims.store, pims.store.
PIMS.store.
Kyle, where can they follow you?
Instagram at Kyle Stafford 36. Follow the podcast at PIMS Podcast. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Also, just want to say really quickly, thank you all for this has been a huge year for us. It's been super cool seeing the growth. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yes, we love you. We can't wait to see what happens in 2021. And with that being said, see you guys next time. Bye.
Merry Christmas. Oh, shit. Not yet.